Hello BookTube, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and if you saw my Bookish Projects vlog that I posted a few days ago, you know that I am working on sending out packages. Primarily, this whole thing kind of started out because I got a whole bunch of free books at the beginning of the summer, and then I had a challenge where I offered you guys a book giveaway for watching all of my, or any of my older videos while I was on my hiatus for the summer. So I have a lot of books already earmarked for the majority of the people who responded to that challenge. But there are a lot more books and I don't know who to send them to. And I also have 3 people that responded to my challenge, and we didn't have enough conversations about about books enough for me to know what to send you. So those people are Nanette McCall, Bookish Taylor, and Angel Wagoner. So you 3 get first dibs on these. I want to at least send you guys something, and then also I'm going to make a list of everybody down in the description who I already have a package earmarked for, so you know that you are already getting something. But if you see any books that I'm going to show right now that you would be interested in having, let me know. Now, if you don't want to publicly comment and you know, at the risk, you know, you might think you're sounding greedy or something to ask for these books. If you don't want to comment publicly, that's totally fine. Send me a private message through YouTube or send me an email, and I will be happy to respond that way. And then too, that way, if more than one person asks for the same book, then I can kind of figure out, draw names or whatever, and figure out who to actually send it to. So I'm going to quickly go through the books. Some I've read, some I haven't, some are duplicates, and they're just books that I have to share. So let's get started. I have a copy of Where the Heart Is. My mom knew this author. She's from Oklahoma. I just reread this year, and I don't think I'm going to be reading it again anytime soon. And I think I have a copy somewhere that was my mom's copy that's autographed. This one is not autographed, but I would like to share it with somebody. It's a wonderful book. Then I can't resist buying Fanny Flagg books, although I have almost all of them in hardcover. Anytime I see them and they're in really good shape and I can pick them up for next to nothing, I go ahead and grab them and share them with people. So I have a hardcover copy of I Still Dream About You. Charla, if you're watching this, my sister Charla, do you have this? If you don't, I'll send this one to you, but I think you already do. I think I've already sent you this one. Then I have 2 copies, hardcover or paperback, of Can't Wait to Get to Heaven. This is my second favorite Fanny Flagg book. Even though it's the 3rd in the series, I read it first, and it's perfectly fine to read this before the other 2 books. They're really kind of companion books. I wouldn't read the last one first, but this one is great, and I definitely recommend it. Then I accidentally purchased this not too long ago, Where Rainbows End by Cecilia Ahern. I didn't realize it at the time, but this is the same exact book by a different title, and the title I have is Rosie Dunn or Rosie Dune. It's an epistolary novel, so I was thinking about sending this to Emily Sears, but I think, actually, because she said she loves epistolary novels, but I think she's already read this. So so I don't know who to send this to. So if you would be interested in that, let me know. This I have not read, but it's a duplicate copy, and so if you would like to have this, then you got a buddy read it with me. I'm going to try to read this in 2018, The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. This I picked up at a thrift store. I couldn't resist getting it, although I have no interest in reading it. It's a YA book, The School for Good and Evil, Book 2, A World Without Princes. So if you're reading this series and you want the second book, then there it is. I don't know how I got a duplicate of this, Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. I already have a copy. I've already read it. And then my husband, I gave this to him last Christmas, but he has finished with it, said he doesn't need to keep it. I think he enjoyed it. It's The Monuments Men by Robert M. Edsel. Then I have a few cozy mysteries. I took these to the used bookstore. She wasn't buying cozy mysteries when I was there, so she didn't want any of them. And so here they are. Prairie Hardball by Allison Gordon. Sonnet of the Sphinx by Diana Killian. These are not any that I know anything about or am reading, so I'm sorry I don't know anything about them. I got them at a library book sale. Mayhem in Miniature by Margaret Grace. A Penny Earned by Tamar Myers. And Bantam of the Opera by Mary Daheim. Okay, then this is a little book I would like to share with maybe a mom who's got young kids. I used out of it a little bit. It's a kind of a book you take things out of and put it like notes in your kids' lunches and things like that, and little encouraging notes. I'd love to pass this on to somebody. It's called Love You Grams. There's still plenty of good ones in there. I have an extra copy of Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. I have extras of the first 3 Effie Leland Wilder books, Out to Pasture But Not Over the Hill, Over What Hill, Notes from the Pasture, and Older But Wilder, More Notes from the Pasture. It's a series of 5. I've got the first 3 extras. I've already got them on my shelf. I love to share with people. That's why I got these, was to give to somebody, because they're adorable. Then a couple of extra Miss Read books, Return to Thrush Green, and Summer at Fair Acre. Elizabeth Wooten, are you interested in these? I know she's reading Christmas at Fair Acre this Christmas. I am done with What Alice Forgot by Leanne Moriarty. I read it for book club. I don't think I'll ever read it again. Same with this one. I read for book club, The Girl on the Train. This is an ARC copy by Paula Hawkins. Another book club book. I found this at a book sale. It's the Book of Merlin. Book 5 in Once a Future King. No dust jacket, but you're welcome to have it. This I bought, I have a duplicate of this. I've never read it. Keeping Time by Stacey McGlynn. Again, if you pick this one, you got to buddy read it with me. And then A Virtuous Woman by Kay Gibbons. I read this. It's really short. It's really good. A couple of Lori Wicks books. It's a bind-up of A Place Called Home and A Song for Silas. I already have another copy of this. This is a book club edition. I read a lot of Richard Paul Evans books the last 2 Christmases, and I have an extra copy of The Christmas Box. And then I think my husband read this one, I Remember by Dan Rather, and I don't think it's anything I will read. Here is a bind-up of the first 3 Tea Shop Mysteries by Laura Childs. It has Death by Darjeeling, Gunpowder Green, and Shades of Earl Grey. And it's a nice floppy paperback bind-up. 2 more that I have read. The Gift by T. Davis Bunn. It's pretty good. It wasn't my favorite. I like The Quilt better. It's just a little tiny book. It's not a Christmas book either. It's just a nice little story. It's a Christian book, and this one's hilarious. I have this, I'm trying to collect this whole series, the Philip Gulley books, but this is an extra paperback copy. Home to Harmony by Philip Gulley. It's the first in the series. It's so cute, hilarious, funny. It's about a Quaker church, and I love it. So that is my selection of books to share. If you see any of those you'd be interested in having, please let me know. And that's all I have for this video. Oh, I will give you at least a week to respond back. We are going to be traveling for Thanksgiving, and I might not even be able to respond to videos right away. But when I get back from Thanksgiving, then I will see, you know, what the response is, and I'm not sending anything out until after Thanksgiving. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.